Hey guys, this is Gerry O for Kids First, and today we're at the world premiere for Ben-Hur. I'm so excited for this film. It is stupendous, it is action-packed, and I cannot wait to learn more about it and meet the whole cast of the film. If you'd like to check out my review for the film, you can go to the Kids First YouTube page. Let's go meet some people. Right now, John Voight, so my question for you is, out of all the films you either starred in or saw, what film struck to you the most? What film was really the most deepest and most unique to you?
The ones I did?
Either you saw or did.
Okay, I'm going to. The one thing that came to mind is say Kids First. Are you part of Kids First?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so because I've done movies that keep me in the mind of children, right? So I did these movies, Baby Genius movies, and I also did a movie called Holes, which I played Mr. Sir. And when young girls, usually between the ages of 10 and 12 or something in there, when they see me, they say, if they've seen the movie recently, they look, oh, like that. And I say, Mr. Sir, and they go, that's right. And they know me from Mr. Sir. So anyway, that was a nice experience. It's a good movie. Shia LaBeouf is in that movie. It's his first big film. And anyway, that's a movie that I'm delighted that I was in and that it had such a response from young people.
Right now, Sean Daniel, who is the producer of the film. How are you doing?
Okay, nice to see you.
That was nice to see you too. So, what do you think is the biggest part and the hardest part about making this film?
Ben-Hur is an epic story. The hardest part is to capture the incredible action, the incredible emotions, the deep emotions between brothers, between family. I hope everyone enjoys what is a very powerful ride that takes you through, like I said, a lot of action as well as very, very powerful emotions among a family.
And to you, what is your favorite scene in the film?
Well, I love the whole movie. I just can't isolate it down to a scene, but there's a lot of great stuff to watch.
And since this is not even close to the original version of Ben-Hur, the story has been done many times before, what do you think is unique about this version?
It's a good question. This is not a remake of the incredible 1959 movie. This is a reimagining that draws on the book, Ben-Hur, Tale of the Christ. We, I think, portray a theme of forgiveness and a family coming together, which is different from the absolutely amazing 1959 movie, and I guess in the very contemporary way that it's made, the incredibly cutting-edge way that the action and everything else is depicted.
Right now, Jarreth Merz, who plays Flores in the film. How are you doing?
I'm very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. So, can you tell us about your character, Flores?
Yeah, Flores is basically the right hand of the evil brother, Messala. And as a character, always comes in bringing bad news. The ships are being sunk and destroyed. The Roman Empire is falling apart. Someone was killed. And always tries to take care of his brother, one of the brothers, to make sure he stays out of trouble.
And what do you think, how is it to be able to play an ancient Roman soldier?
It's phenomenal. You get to wear all these amazing costumes. You get to do all this research. You get to fight with swords. It's a dream. It's hard work, obviously, but it's a dream come true. When you're working with great people and you do great work, you get great results.
And if you could live in any ancient civilization, since this movie does take place in ancient Jerusalem, where would you live?
Ancient civilization? That's a great question. I was actually thinking of the future. Ancient civilization, I think I'd go to the Aztecs. I'd like to know what went on there.
There was B.Slade, who sang the song Risk and also helped create the soundtrack and is also a gospel singer.
Yes, gospel is one of the genres that I do. I'm on the gospel-inspired soundtrack for Ben-Hur this time. I can't believe I'm at the Man Chinese Theater. Congratulations on being so young in front of the Man Chinese.
Thank you very much.
Ben-Hur movie premiere. Who are you?
Thank you. So, what do you think is so inspirational about this film? Personally, I think it's inspirational because it's about somebody who came out of nothing and tried to succeed in one goal.
Yes.
So, what do you think is inspirational about this film?
Mainly forgiveness. The overall theme I see here is triumph, destiny, and forgiveness. Triumph over your past and not letting your past dictate what your future or your present state will be. And then no matter how much you've been through with somebody, love at the core of us wants to forgive and reconcile and get things together. And in America right now, we need more of that love and forgiveness and restoration. You know what I mean? Mankind needs that. So this film really brings that aspect out, but not in a corny way. The cinematography is excellent. Morgan Freeman is killing as always. The action is incredible. So you're getting all the things you like in a big feature gladiator type film, but humanity too. And that's hard to get in the same film.
Right now, Frazer Huston, who is a director, producer, and actor, but his father was also in the original Ben-Hur film and played Ben-Hur. So my question for you is, after so many different types of Ben-Hur films, now we have this 2016 version, what do you think of that?
Well, I think it's a great idea. I think it's high time they made a big budget Hollywood remake. I did an animated version for families about 15 years ago, in which my dad did the voice of Ben-Hur. So remakes are not a new thing to this project. The original Ben-Hur was a remake, and this is a great part of my growing up. I was 4 years old growing up in Rome. I grew up on movie sets at the time. So for me, it's kind of a return to my childhood and kind of exciting, to tell you the truth.
And what do you think the moral message of the story is?
I think the moral message is that forgiveness is better than revenge. Redemption is better than anger, and I think in this world we need that message today as much now as during the Roman Empire.
Right now with Mark Burnett, who is the producer of the film, so what was it like to be on set where everybody was in outfits that were 2,000 years old and everybody was acting like they existed 2,000 years ago and everything was just like 2,000 years ago? How was that?
It's really amazing because it's so realistic with the costumes and the sets. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. It's amazing with the costumes and the sets. You really get transported as if you really are 2,000 years ago. And the chariot race scene was all real. 32 horses, 8 chariots, and the actors drove those chariots around and around that arena. When you see this movie, it's going to take your breath away. But the essence is a beautiful film about 2 brothers who want to kill each other, but who find forgiveness and reconcile. And that's what America needs today. America is torn apart, and we all need to find that reconciliation.
So, Rodrigo Santoro, you played Jesus Christ, and in one of the scenes in the film, you helped Judah Ben-Hur, the main character of the film, back up after he falls down and he's captured by the Romans. Why do you think your character does that?
Because he's simply doing an act of kindness. In that moment of the film, first of all, I think it's important for the audiences to know that the idea with this film for the image of Jesus is to make him very relatable, humanize him as much as possible. So you will see him working as a carpenter, you will see him among people, and when Judah sees Jesus for the first time, he does not know it's Jesus. So the idea is to show that it's another man practicing an act of kindness. So anybody could do that. That's the idea behind this scene.
Well, the event is over and this premiere was awesome. Here in Chinese Theater, we met so many cool people. And also, don't forget to check out more reviews and premiere coverages on the Kids First YouTube page. I'm Gerry O, your host, signing off. See you guys.